Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Listen, I just wanted to get on here and share something really quick. I was listening to Pastor Benny this morning on Kingdom First. He does this 6 a.m. every day on Instagram, and it's really good. So, but this morning he was talking about integrity and words and how we speak over each other. And I really started to think about it because I always question my integrity. Am I doing the right thing? Am I being honest? And a long time ago, when I was younger, I wasn't. I didn't have integrity. I told people I would do something and I didn't do it, and I lied. I was like a pathological liar. I lied about everything, and it was really hard to remember those lies. And people would catch me and like, well, I thought you said this. I thought you said that. And as I grow older, I don't lie. The honesty is the best thing, and even if it's going to hurt somebody, but I don't lie. And then there's stuff at work too. Like, do you have integrity at work? Do you have honor? Are there things in your job? I even to this day, there's some things where I can cut corners and no one ever would find out. But I'm like, I know, God knows that that I'm not being honest about it. So I don't know. This just don't lie, just don't cheat, just have integrity. It's so rewarding knowing that like you don't have to like remember, oh my gosh, what did I say? Especially to your spouse. You don't ever want to lie to your spouse about anything. And then words like, how are you speaking over each other? How are you speaking over, I've talked about this before. How are you speaking over yourself? You always want to, you never want to say I'm worthless or I'm lazy or that, but you always want to speak well over yourself. But it's very important to speak over other people. How are you speaking over your friends? What are you saying about them? We all have faults. We all maybe do stupid things, but like, are we lifting them up? Are we speaking life over them? They're going to go through different seasons of life, and as they do that, are we helping them? My story, like I was a drinker for so long, and then I found God. And I can't tell you how many times that I've heard people, not directly to me, but I'm pretty confident people have talked about me. But I've heard so many times people talking about other people. They're like, oh, what happened to so and so? And they're like, oh, he found God. He found God. And I've been around situations where people were drinking and getting wasted, and they're like, oh, he found God. And it's just like, I'm like, gosh, yeah, I found God. And like, I always say this, January 1st, 2019 is when I dropped to my knees and I said, God, take this addiction. I didn't even know God at the time. I said, take this away from me. And if you're going to mock me about it, then yeah, I mean, he took drugs and alcohol and pornography and so many addictions, restored my marriages. He's speaking to my children. He's breaking generational curses. He's brought us so many friends. He's brought us an amazing church, brought us amazing pastors and small groups and everything. And so don't mock people. Don't mock people who have found God. But in general, like, just speak life over them, and like, I've been thinking about homeless people. A lot of times I've been so scared to like talk to a homeless person, and it's easy to say like, look at that drunk with the brown bag, in the gutter, and look at that homeless person. They look dirty. They need a shower or whatever. I know it's easy to do that, but have you ever talked to somebody? Have you ever talked to a homeless person? It wasn't long ago that I was in, a parking lot, and a homeless lady came up to me, and if you know me, I like cookies. And I went to go get cookies, and she says, I need some food. And I gave her my cookies, and we started talking, and I just said, what's your story? And she's sharing me this crazy story about how she's lost her children and all these things, and so like take the time to talk to a homeless person and get their story and find out what's going on, like, just don't mock them. And I used and for drinkers, I used to always mock people like, yeah, they're an alcoholic. Yeah. But now I see like some of these people are just caught in so much bondage and addiction that it's hard for them to get out of it. And so for me, you know, what I do is I just don't say, oh, that guy's an alcoholic, he's a drunk. I just said, he's stuck in some bondage. There's something going on. There's maybe something, you know, some trauma in his life that, in his or her life that happened. And I'll be praying for them. I'll pray for like whatever they're going through right now. I'm going to just hope that, you know, they can get it resolved and get help, you know. So, you know, I know, and coworkers, you know, how are you talking about your coworkers? I know that we've had bosses or coworkers that you don't like, you know, but are you going around to other coworkers? Are you going to the water cooler and talking about, hey, so and so, you know, did this and did that? Like, don't be doing that. Don't be, you know, don't gossip. I don't like gossip, you know. I used to be a gossiper, just being transparent. I used to be a gossiper, and it's, I don't anymore. And you don't want to gossip. It destroys friends, it destroys families, you know, it destroys churches, it destroys relationship, it destroys so much. So don't gossip, please. And just speak like life over each other, you know. Like, I hope you guys, you know, I really try to come at this as just being honest with everybody. I don't judge, I don't condemn, I don't say, you know, I hope you guys are getting something from this, you know. And I hope I'm inspiring, you know. Every time I do one of these, I pray first and I say, God, just give me the right things to say. Don't let me be condemning, don't let me judge, let me be honest, let me share my story so it inspires somebody, you know. So have integrity. Don't lie, don't cheat on your taxes. Don't cheat on your taxes. So don't lie, don't cheat, be honest, you know, speak life over each other, speak life over, life can be so much better just when you just have peace, knowing that you're just not talking about people, you know. So, and your children, you know, are you speaking life over your children? You know, I hear all of the time, this generation is so lazy, this generation is so lazy, you know, and that might be true in some aspects, but like as a parent, you know, like I try to inspire my kids. I try to motivate them. I try to show them, you know, my wife and I, we try to show them our work ethic. You know, we work really, really hard for a long time, and we try to inspire our kids to do that, you know. And so like, we're a parent, you know, we need to inspire our kids, you know. And then like we go to, I go to our church and I see hundreds of 20, you know, young 20s to young 30s who are just fired up, who work wherever they can, pay for their own college. They love God like nothing else, and they're working and working and working, you know. So it's our next generation that's going to just rise up, you know. We need a good generation that's going to come up and that's going to take care of this country for us, you know, in the world. So let's speak life over them, you know. And anyways, you guys, I love you guys. I hope this really inspires. I just try to speak truth all of the time. So anyways, you guys have a good day and be blessed. And if you guys have any like questions for me, you can always just message me and I'll try to help. I'll try to, you know, some resources. I'll try to do whatever I can. There's some things that have helped me. And some people have gotten back to me and saying that I've helped them. And I love that. I love that sometimes it's really hard where you don't see the fruit and you don't feel like it's being a difference. And there, you know, I want to give a shout out to Victoria. You know, you're doing amazing things. You're starting to share your story on Instagram. It's inspired me. It's inspiring a lot of people. So don't give up. You know, even though people may not come back to you and say that they're getting anything out of it, keep it going. So all of you keep it going. So anyways, you guys have a blessed day. Take care.